So I decided to do what I always do, which is let's go explore. Let's be curious. Let's ask questions. Let's find out where the opportunities are, what the industry's doing, see if there's a real business case there.
Welcome to the Chaos to Clarity show, where we help entrepreneurs unlock the next level of growth. I'm your host, Gary, CEO and co-founder of Whale.
Hey, welcome everyone. With me on the show today is Jeff Donnelly, CEO and founder of Megafans. How are you doing today, Jeff?
Hi, Gary. Nice to be with you. Doing well. Thank you.
So, Jeff, give us some context of what you do, what problems do you solve, and who do you solve them for?
Sure. So as founder CEO of Megafans, Megafans is an esports platform. We actually created a white label solution for game developers to retain players and to monetize those players, basically keep players in their ecosystems and give them something fun and exciting to do besides playing the actual game. When you play one-on-one games or straight against AI, it can get a little mundane after a while. We know competitive gameplay, tournament play against other people is more interesting, keeps players in the system. And then when you introduce rewards and prizes to that, that's a proven sticky factor in the gaming industry. So we provide that for other game developers. They can integrate our software into their game, and it opens up massive multiplayer esports tournaments. It's scalable. They can operate as many tournaments as they want, offer whatever types of prizes and rewards they want, and enrich their players' experience.
It's really a space that's been exploding the last couple of years, right? Like esports, these excuse me, these events that have been happening. When I see the masses coming to this, it's an exciting space to be in. So I'm super excited to learn what the one nugget, that one golden nugget is that you wanted to share with us today is, and kind of see how it could apply to our listeners. So yeah, feel free to dive right in.
Yeah, well, this is for all the entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs out there. So I've actually been an entrepreneur for going on 25 years now. Hate to date myself, but I started in 1998. But it was something that I've always been drawn to. I actually, as a child, started a couple of small businesses in my neighborhood, like a lot of children do. But I was always curious and always, I like to build things. And I also like to stand for something. So I always look for something that I can stand behind that might be able to give back to a community or give somebody a better experience and that sort of thing. So I actually owned an advertising agency for about 12 years, from 1998 to 2010. Went back to corporate for a few years just to hone my skills, and but still I was an account manager at a large global advertising agency. And as an account manager in that space, you're always helping build other businesses, so it's still very entrepreneurial. And then I started paying attention to I was in the gaming space primarily. Most of my clientele were made up of either iGaming companies, irregular e-gaming companies, fantasy sports companies. I took some games from PC to mobile, and I worked with some mobile gaming companies. So it was primarily around gaming. So always had my head in that space. And then I started seeing this esports market finally start to emerge around 2014, 2015, and started paying attention to it. And so I decided to do what I always do, which is let's go explore. Let's be curious, let's ask questions. Let's find out where the opportunities are, what the industry's doing, see if there's a real business case there. And I spent about a year doing market research on that. And I always do SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for, it's SWOT, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So when you do a chart under those four headings, and anybody can look that up online, and then you look for opportunities and start to measure them, businesses against each other. So found a space where I could make an impact. Mobile gaming actually had barely been touched by esports still today. There's only been a few gaming companies. Tencent's done some pretty big tournaments. Obviously, with Fortnite, it has done some big tournaments, but most of the games in the mobile gaming space still don't have that ability to offer esports. So there was somewhere I could make an impact, but then I could also use it to educate people. The beauty of mobile, and this is one of the things I discovered, is you're going to reach everybody on the planet with mobile. So by 2023, next year, I believe 82% of all internet access around the world is going to be done through a mobile device. So that's where it's heading, and the big games are coming. So there's some trend spotting that I did and some predictability, and that's coming true. So there's where I can make an impact. And that the impact that I'm talking about is raise awareness for people in developing and emerging markets and show them, look, there's this esports game that you can play. You don't have to own a console or a PC in a tier 1 market. You can have your handheld phone in a developing country on the street and participate in this entertainment and sports industry. And so that's where I felt I could make an impact, is bringing up the peoples around the world in these developing and emerging markets and offer them the same entertainment and competitive value that the rest of the world is enjoying today. And so when I took a look at that, I looked at the business opportunity. 2 factors that I always look at is, what's the risk? What's it going to cost me? And what's the potential return on investment for that?